The world has witnessed numerous geopolitical battles throughout history, from the scramble for oil to the fight for dominance in the semiconductor sector. Semiconductors, the chips that power our daily lives, have become the new precious resource in the global economy. With a projected market value of $500 billion by 2030, the race to control the semiconductor supply chain has become a key factor in determining a country's superpower status. The importance of semiconductors. Semiconductors, made of tiny fragments of silicon, play a crucial role in various industries, from consumer electronics to defense and artificial intelligence. These chips are at the heart of technological advancements, enabling faster phones, larger digital archives, smarter devices, and richer social media content. As the demand for more powerful and efficient chips grows, the race is on to achieve Moore's law, doubling the transistor density over time. The chip-making process is complex and deeply integrated, involving a network of companies and countries. While semiconductors were initially invented in the United States, East Asia, particularly Taiwan, Japan, and South Korea, emerged as major manufacturing hubs due to government incentives and subsidies. This strategic positioning allowed the U.S. to develop business ties and alliances in the region, countering Russian influence during the Cold War and mitigating China's growing influence in the Asia-Pacific. The U.S.-China arms race. The ongoing U.S.-China chip war is far more than a battle over technological supremacy. It encompasses traditional military spheres, such as the number of ships or missiles produced, but increasingly focuses on the quality of AI algorithms employed in military systems. As the world's two largest economies, the U.S. and China are engaged in an arms race in the Asia-Pacific region, with semiconductors at the forefront. China, seeking technological independence, aims to produce its own chips. However, the U.S., being a major source of chip technology, is cutting off Beijing's access to crucial components. The Biden administration has implemented export controls, making it nearly impossible for companies to sell chips, chip-making equipment, and software containing U.S. technology to China. Additionally, U.S. citizens and permanent residents are prohibited from supporting chip development or production at certain Chinese factories. The U.S. advantage and China's catch-up. For now, the U.S. is winning the chip war, significantly impacting China's progress. China heavily relies on imports of chip-related hardware and talent, which are now restricted due to U.S. export controls. The U.S. government has also taken steps to strengthen its own chip-making capabilities. The CHIPS and Science Act offers substantial grants and subsidies to semiconductor companies operating in the U.S. Major players like Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company and Micron have seized this opportunity, investing billions of dollars in chip plants outside of Taiwan. China, aware of its vulnerability, has made chip production a national priority. While it is not yet a global leader in the industry, China has made significant progress in chip design capabilities over the past decade. However, its dependence on Taiwan and other Asian countries for chip supply is a cause for concern. To counter U.S. restrictions, China will continue investing in its domestic chip-making industry and focus on national strategic needs. Implications for the global economy. The U.S. restrictions on China's access to chip technology have reverberated throughout the global economy. Apple, for instance, reportedly abandoned a deal to purchase memory chips from China's Yangtze Memory Technologies Corp. Following the export controls. The U.S. previous actions against Chinese companies, such as Huawei, have demonstrated the ease with which Washington can cripple a Chinese tech giant. China, facing limitations in its responses, is cautious about imposing its own export controls or withdrawing goods and services. These actions could potentially harm its economy, already facing a slowdown amid global challenges. While China has lodged complaints with the World Trade Organization, reaching a resolution could take years. The U.S. efforts to cut China out of innovation networks and build a U.S. free supply chain may lead to a partial decoupling of the global ecosystem. This could force players to pick sides, potentially isolating many from accessing the lucrative Chinese market. The ramifications of this chip war extend far beyond technological dominance, deeply impacting trade relationships and global economic dynamics. The road ahead. In the short term, the chip industry faces challenges due to the war in Ukraine, rising inflation, and the bumpy reopening of China's economy post-pandemic. However, the U.S. and China's competition for chip supremacy will continue. While cooperation may still exist between U.S., Taiwanese, Chinese, and other international companies, the focus will be on the cutting-edge logic and memory chips. The US will strive to exclude China from innovation networks, while China will intensify its efforts to build a self-reliant supply chain. This battle for technological dominance in the chip industry has far-reaching implications for global economies and geopolitical relations. As countries align themselves with different players, the world may witness a partial decoupling of the global ecosystem. The US-China chip war represents a new front in the ongoing struggle for power and influence in the 21st century, shaping the future of technology and international relations. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe for more videos on interesting topics like this.